I'm Claire Rushe and I'm the General Manager for the Australian branch of Chematek. Chematek is an Italian company headquartered in Milan and it has four main divisions: lubricants, EPC, petrochems and fine chemicals. It is the lubricants division that is most prevalent in Australia. Prior to working for Chematek, I was a director at Deutsche Bank in London on both the equity sales trading desk and on the transaction banking desk. Prior to that, I was at university where I completed my Masters in Engineering at Christ College, Cambridge. As this is a video for International Women's Day, there are two tips that may be more applicable for women. The first one is upwards communication. Just because you're doing excellent work, don't assume that your boss or your colleagues or even senior management are aware of what it is that you're doing. Research does show that women are more likely to put their head down and do the work, but not broadcast what they're doing than men do. Men feel more comfortable knocking on the door of not just their direct boss, but also superiors above that to tell them what they're working on. And your manager does want to know, and senior management wants to know if you're working on something that is really interesting and important to the business. So don't be afraid to knock on the door and let them know. And the other one is to think as a business owner. It tends to be that women are the ones that want more flexible requests, whether it be working from home or taking days off or varying hours. But again, this is applicable to men as well. If you're asking for some type of flexible working arrangement, then think in the mind of the business owner when you're putting this towards them. So if you want to, say, take a day off from work, think about, well, how would this help the business? Maybe it could be that you want to take some time off around the school pickup sort of time, but you're willing to work a bit later, which would help the business because you're covering the hours when no one else is working. Maybe it is that you want to work from home, and that could help the business because on that particular day you can really get your head down and get all of the documentation done that is harder to do when you're in the office. Just whatever the request is, just think in terms of a business owner and pitch it to them in that way. Hope that's been helpful. Some advice that I would give to my younger self would be to get involved in everything you can right from the beginning of your career. You'll learn an awful lot that way, but also you'll build your network as well. Don't think that anything is too large and too scary. At the beginning of your career, people don't expect you to know things, they expect you to be interested and want to learn. And also don't think that anything is beneath you. If you're asked to get coffees for the team, it's a useful chance to have a quick dialogue with everyone in the team and build that network. Another piece of advice I'd have for my younger self would be to ask for advice frequently and from a wide range of people. People inherently want to help you, and it's again a great way to build your network. But what I found most importantly from that, and it's something I haven't taken on board until much later in my career, and I wish I'd done earlier, is that you'll learn a lot more than what you originally wanted to ask for. People will answer the original question, but they'll also give you a lot more colour and advice around that aspect as well, which can be really useful because you didn't even know that you needed that particular piece of advice.